All praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Now we're going to get right into this lesson.
So here's the basic plan. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to invest in the Marine Corps and the entire United States military like we never have before. Over $1 trillion we're going to invest in building up the manufacturing base of this country so that you guys, when you do go to war, when you have to go to war, you've got the best weapons anywhere in the world. We know from the long history of the United States of America that while the leading edge of American power is you all, it really matters what you guys have in your hands and what you guys have on your backs when you go to war. And so I promised you from the President of the United States, we are going to send you, if we have to send you to war, with the best equipment, the best ammunition, the best weapons, and we are going to empower you guys to win when you have to. That's the purpose of the United States Marine Corps, am I right?
So, as you say, he says, when you have to go to war or when you do go to war, we're going to make sure you have those weapons on hand while we manufacture. So basically what he's telling you is they're getting ready to send you to the front line, right? To fight another war. Now, of course, this war most likely is going to be the war with Iran in the Middle East. Because, as you can see, Trump is having a ton of trouble. America. Slovakia. America is having a ton of trouble with Yemen right now, right? So, prepare for an Iran war to start happening very soon. Let's get right here, it says Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. You shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, right? So the thing is, we're going to hear of rumors of wars. And, of course, the war with Iran right now is a rumor until it comes to pass, until it actually happens. And it will happen according to Scripture, for it is the third woe. Now, of course, Esau Edom loves his weapon. He loves his sword. Right? So it says in verse 40, we're just going to get out. In verse 41, it says, Slakia, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning are for my father are at hand. Then I will slay my brother Jacob. Right? So this attitude has never went away. Esau still plans to slay Jacob. This is why you start to see these laws of DEI being rolled back, or of Trump trying to bring back segregation, and also him trying to mess with black history museums. It's because Esau's hatred is perpetual, and Trump is in that spirit of Esau, right? That perpetual hatred, right? It's in Trump, and Yahweh is using Trump to bring about the next phase of the end of the age of Esau Edom, also known as the end of Babylon. Now let's get out Isaiah chapter 34, verse 5. Yeah. It says in Isaiah chapter 34, verse 5, For my sword shall be bathed in heaven, behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my cursed judgment. Right? So, let's see right here. B-52 bombers to Iran. We're just going to get out the context, right? So you could see for yourself. Right? So, says right here, Iran's top military commander has said that any threat to its national security would have dire consequences for the entire region, according to state media. Now, I gotta say this. This is where the Valley of Jehoshaphat is starting to take place. Because the Valley of Jehoshaphat, right, is in the region where they call the Middle East. Because you gotta understand what's around Iran. The thing that's around Iran is China, Russia, uh, and other countries around it, right? The Middle East is very big, and America is not liked. So it says the warning comes after U.S. The warning comes after the U.S. staged a major regional show of force this week, deploying B-52 bombers over 9 countries in the Middle East in a strategic display of military strength. Right. So right now America's trying to do a fake out. Right. America's showing them like, hey, America's basically trying to show their so-called freedom by saying, we'll bomb you if you don't let us do whatever we want. Right? Now, we're going to skip that. Right? Basically, it's just saying that America's not getting its way. As you can see, the U.S. seeks to reinforce its dominance and demonstrate its readiness. Right? Because there's scripture that says, let the weak say I'm strong. The world really isn't afraid of America like that anymore. And now they're just sick, tired, and annoyed of America. Right? And it says, Iran threatens the region. On Wednesday, Chief of Staff of the Iranian Armed Forces, Major General Mohammad Bagheri, warned that our armed forces are at the peak of the readiness. Right. So, without reading any further, the theme is that everyone right now is ready to go to war. Everyone's stockpiling up to go to war. They are ready right now at this moment to start going to war. Iran is ready to go to war. China is ready to go to war. North Korea is ready to go to war. Every country in the world is ready to go at war with each other. Right? As you can see, I think I've just read an article somewhere where Emmanuel Macron sent troops to guard, I think it was either Ireland or Greenland from Trump. Right? So as you can see, they're ready to go to war. So, we're living in some crazy times right now. Soon, these B-52 bombers won't be for show. They may actually be of use practically instead of just for show. Which means bombs are getting ready to drop left and right. And bombs are being dropped now, but we haven't seen nothing yet with how much destruction that's going to be happening with the Middle East. This is why, which is really Asia, right? But this is why, with what's going on with the East, is going to cause World War III. For this going to be third world. So, stay prayed up, stay edified, keep seeking Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai with fear trembling. And just seek your salvation with fear trembling, and just know we're close and we're almost home, brethren. Shalom.